I got baby kittens. They're all over the place. There's a baby kitten right there. Do the baby kitten? Huh? Oh dear. Just say, I'm gonna get that. Where's that one that was just on my shoe? Come here, little baby kitten. Come here. Come here. Come here, let go. No, I said I'm not in a mood. Just show the little kitty face. Show the little kitty face. The big old eyeballs with the little kitty face, huh? Did you see, dude? That's you. That's you with the little kitty face. He says, I am not in the mood for that. No, I'm not in the mood for that. Huh? Huh? Come on, let's go. Alright, go back down here. I don't know where all the rest of them went. They were all just right here, and now they're not. What you doing, Stanley? Oh, there they are. Alright, Ma. Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Heyoka empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things, and today's just been kind of a chill day, kind of one of those in-between days. I see they're stoking the fire. I thought it went out, you know, I thought they had it all contained and stuff, but evidently those feds aren't getting paid enough, the ones that started it, so frickin' we had big old plumes of smoke again, and the one out west, I don't know, that one, it's not really on my radar because it's not really producing much of a threat, so. Other people, though, it's on their radar. That's one thing about life, man. We're spiritual beings having a human experience, and depending on what we picked, I look at it as like when I used to go have sushi, worst place in the world probably to eat sushi is frickin' Omaha. You're farther from any ocean in the United States. As you're in the most middle part of the United States. There's no oceans anywhere, but they got sushi places all over, right? And that stuff is supposed to be fresh. But they haul it in fresh, frozen. You go down and eat it with your friends, and that they always like picked it. Yeah, they always had the menu where you just put like a little mark or a little hashtag or whatever little mark next to the item that you wanted. And I kind of look at that as that's what we do in life. Before we reincarnate, we go through and we're like, well, okay, well, I'm going to do this. Well, I got a little overzealous. And I just went through and just went, brr, 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 let's get it all out of the way in this one incarnation, right? So it's been a pretty wild ride. Interesting ride. Makes for good stories, though. So I did manage to go out a little bit, did a couple errands, went and got some it's like every 4 days I'm buying cat food or something. I'm getting something for the critters, but that's kind of what I live to do, is just make them comfortable. Mom comfortable, and the critters too. I might actually have to take a trip down to Espanola. We use a lot of the cooling technique. We utilize fans and stuff, and one of them died yesterday, but I was cool with it because I had a backup box fan for that one. And then another one died today. I'm like, well, shoot, I need to not buy this brand of fans anymore. They only last like a year. They're like disposable, right? So I might have to take a trip down the next couple days to Espanola to get another one of these air conditioning units, because you know, as long as Mom's comfortable, you know, I can get by in life with a lot of stuff, but when Mom's uncomfortable or the dogs are struggling or something, then that just makes it real hard on me. I was having a lot of pain today. My body was having a hard time all over, in my feet, my back, and it just was just uncomfortable all day, and I went and laid down for a while just to see if I could kind of reset my energy field, and Mom came in and laid down with me in a it was so sweet. She comes in, I took her out a couple times with me today. She's getting antsy too. See, Ma, you know what it is? You know why I think you got all this extra exuberance and stuff? Last night or today, over the last 24 hours, we just had a full moon in Sagittarius. And you've got like 5 placements in Sagittarius. I don't know the time of birth that you were born. Well, I looked up your charts before, and you got 5 planets in Sagittarius, so you're probably highly activated right now. You probably got a lot of energy. Yeah. Nobody ever better suited to be my mom than freaking Loretta Sue over here. Anyway. So there's a lot of crazy stuff going on. You know, I look at the how people are treating people. I don't pay too much attention to freaking politicians, famous people, sports, anything like that. All that stuff is contrived, and it's breaking down things, you know. It's just creating more and more division. And I'm waiting for people to come together in their communal senses, you know. I'm waiting for it. I'm holding out for it. As I understand it, we're supposed to be the custodians of this earth. Uh-oh. Omaha's gonna get... Oop, sorry, baby. I'm sorry, baby. I didn't know you were there. Goodest girl. Oh, my sweet lady. Oh, my sweet lady. We're supposed to just be the custodians of this earth and take care of this earth and keep it clean. And, you know, when it starts getting overgrown, clean it up. And what people evolved into doing is that money came way more important to people than being the custodians of this earth. So they came up with these reindeer games, and they're like, well, we can create more of this pretend stuff by saying stuff that isn't true and doesn't matter than we can by maintaining things and taking care of things. I don't know if people notice this, but infrastructure of and by itself in this nation is freaking deteriorating at an alarming rate. Like, it makes me nervous driving over bridges just because I know, the people, they don't inspect these bridges and stuff anymore like they used to. They don't take care of stuff the way that they used to, because the people that are employed to do it, well, they're all retiring and stuff like that, so they're not doing it anymore, and they don't have these people to take their places. Yeah, because it's not fun. People want to get paid to do, live the best versions of their life, and just everything is oh so wonderful and happy all the time. And I'm just like, but that's not how work gets done. That's not how things happen. They forgot the work part, Ma. And a lot of these next generations that are coming up, they don't want to do the same stuff that their folks did. They don't want to freaking bust their back and break their back, and so they're coming up with other ways, to earn income and stuff like that. And so a lot of these old trades are going to the wayside, and they're not getting filled in. They're not. So when I was thinking about that, the whole, and how we're supposed to be the practitioners of the earth, I think about it. Because I'm spend a lot of time just picking in random places, picking up garbage and stuff like that, And I'm like, well, why is it like that? And I look around and I see it, and it's just there's so many people with the mentality and the attitude that's somebody else's problem. You know what? You know it, Ma? People have that attitude. Somebody else's problem. Somebody else will take care of that. But what if everybody changed their freaking thinking and evolved it into something like, I'm going to go ahead and take care of that. Because maybe I'm not someone else. Maybe God is going to, divinely instruct me to be that person to take care of that. Right? It's one thing about what religions have done, man. They've let There's positive aspects and parts to religion. I'm not a fan of organized religion myself. You know, ain't a whole lot of Christians or otherwise ain't done me a whole lot of favors. So, yeah, whatever. It's just more of the same. People do as I say, not as I do. So, things I'm seeing, more earth changes. More prominent earth changes everywhere. Earth changes. Like, you can't even go into Yosemite not Yosemite, Yellowstone right now because they had to evacuate it because all these... I didn't know it was raining a lot up there. You know it? And it's raining to the point and creating so much damage that it's people that have lived there, you know, their whole lives have never seen... It's never been like this. Oh, yeah, it has, probably. You just don't remember. You're probably off doing something else, not caring. Yeah? Got more stuff going on in the world. Just bizarre how people are treating each other, though. I'm waiting for all the feel-good stories and stuff like that. For those to start seeping out. At this point, all I'm getting is more and more truths are being revealed. More and more stuff is coming to light. But I don't really spend too much time on the media. I did see a picture of somebody, and I guess it was Christina Aguilera. I haven't really I never liked her. Really. And she had like a dildo on, Mom, which is like a fake penis, right? And it's just, you know, what the world has evolved to is just bizarre. It's just, you see stuff all over the place that you never thought. It's just like people should keep that behind. You know, nobody wants to see that on a large scale. You know what I mean? It's just like, if that's what's entertaining, how did that become entertaining in life? How did she, she hasn't done anything in years and years. See, they all sell their soul. They all freaking sell out to Satan or, suck ball sack or whatever. They all do. None of them have anything that they have because of freaking talent. And it's all time of birth. It's all, they fit into their narrative. There's nothing authentic about anything to do with any of that made up world. And then when I saw that picture, I was just like, well, this is what she evolved to. I remember like when she was really active into music and then she got married and started having kids, and then it's just like, do moms act like that? I guess if they can, if they want. I mean, everybody has the free will to act however they want, but it's just like, what's the motivator? Why? What, why? And there's all this stuff, I was thinking about that. I've been thinking about that. It's like, Marge, you should be really excited about what the world's evolving to, because when you were young, this is all the stuff that, you wanted people to be able to love whoever they wanted, and, the whole, it's okay to be gay. Because I've been people have hated me for for being gay my whole life, and it's just like, how gay am I? I don't even date, It's just like, I know that I like a girl, I just ain't never, I don't know who she is yet. And now the society is bringing things back around, and I'm like, dude, I don't even want to identify with that stuff anymore, because these people are so nutty and freaking in their face and vulgar and stuff like that. I don't want to be associated with that. That's not, all these parades and all this, it's all nonsense. It's complete and utter freaking nonsense. And and at this point, there's too many people that need basic needs to even be pissing away money on that shit like that. It's not even that world anymore, man. Let's get on with things. And regardless of The means that are going to make circumstances come to fruition, it doesn't matter what the means are. It's the fact that so many people believe that there's going to be food shortages. So many people believe that there's going to be, volcanoes or all this. So many people believe that all these people do all these evil, wicked things, that they're creating and driving the reality. And I really wish that people would figure out that every day that we drive the reality and perpetuate the reality on the world that we want to live in based on the crap that we look at, the crap that we eat, the stuff that people want and desire to have. I can't believe how much, still people are that superficial. They still think that it freaking matters what kind of car you drive. Well, house you live in, how many houses you have, how many people are married to people that they don't even like just because they look a kind of way? I was talking to the guy a guy at the park today. I just went down. I had to do errands to do, and I stopped through, see if anybody was around. It was a pretty day. And I was just and I was talking about how there's, the different kinds of people in the world, and you got people in the world that will speed up. There's a pedestrian walking across the street. You have the person that speeds up just so they can slow down and get mad at the pedestrian. When in fact, if they just maintained the speed limit in which that they were going, pedestrian would have made it across the street. They would have gotten, they wouldn't have met the pedestrian to get mad because they had to. All this stuff is just so crazy, The word is people are going to start recognizing that we're, everybody's connected. And I was thinking about that today. I said, we might all be connected, but that doesn't make us alike. And that doesn't mean that people are going to get along even if we recognize that we're all connected, That's not a given. Oh, we're all connected. It's just it don't mean that we vibe in the same frequency. It don't mean that that people are people of integrity and that they're not going to cheat me out of something. Try and steal something from me. Yeah. Oh, crazy. But astrology that I'm seeing come out, is the moon coming up, Ma? Is people are breaking up. I'm seeing that come out though. It's a big break. It's a big high turnover season. High turnover season. Nope, it's not coming up yet. Last night it came up. It came up and it was strawberry, blood red moon, because all the fires that they start here in New Mexico. And they created federal offices and agencies to get paid, and and I'm just like, what office is that? Office of what? It's just they make stuff up, It's just bro's been a good bro. Let's give him his own office and an $80,000 truck and, put his name on the window and put him in charge of stuff. Right? In the club. They aren't fixing stuff. They're just paying themselves to say that they did it and sign off on it. But they haven't really done it. It's all a crock. It's all a club. And we ain't in it. Mama. It's always been like that. I never liked clubs and groups and things like that because for whatever reason I never got to participate in the ones that I wanted to, right? I could participate in the generic ones that everybody's allowed in, like brownies and crap like that, but the fun ones, no, it's always paid membership required for inclusion. This world's so nutty. But I've done a lot of stuff in my life because when we were growing up, I was so poor. I never got an opportunity to do much of everything. So, I'm one of those that it's just I want to do it. Let me try. I want to do it. Let me try. Can I do it? Let me try. And then as I got older, there's just I find that there's places and people that just they won't let you try. And why can't I try? Because they feel like it. But I'm good at it. It doesn't matter. They don't want you to. And on and on and on. So we made it through another day. The sun's gone down. Had a little peace and serenity in our hearts today. On Facebook, when I log into my Facebook account on my laptop, not on my phone, but on my laptop, it'll have memories from before, from like, however, on this day years ago. And there's a picture of Luna 7 years ago. We've had them all 7 years at least. Tucker, 7, 8, 9. So Tucker and Artie were 5 when we got them. Luna's the last one that came to the pack. So I used to be involved with dog rescue, and I adopted 2, and then I was gonna foster 2, and then I failed. I failed Luna and Benny, and ended up keeping them. That's how we got to New Mexico from Salem, Oregon, is I couldn't find a place to live. It's a lifelong commitment, and I see every day I see people getting rid of dogs and stuff like that. Cats. Getting rid of freaking loved ones just because they no longer fit into how they want to live their lives anymore. And I ain't never been in congruence with that. So even my brother told me, Margie, you put mom in a home and you get rid of 2 dogs to go back to work. And I was just like, what? They're all I love them all equally. And how am I supposed to decide? And Mom ain't never going in a home, so you can just suck a big D. JAG officer guy. That's why I know freaking politicians are so just like, I get that a lot from like psychopaths and freaking narcissists and all that stuff about how over emotional and how much I feel too much and how sensitive I am. And I'm like, well, of course people without hearts would say that. Because how would they recognize any of those emotions without being able to have them themselves? And of course they're not going to be positive attributes. Of course they're going to be looked down upon. But when people that don't have feelings and emotions, oh, absolutely, yeah. Yeah, people like me are freaking really inconvenient. Mama. Well, thank goodness God has allowed us another day to stay comfortable, and we've had a little peace and serenity today, and Mom, we just got to do the best we can with what we got around here. Well, today we changed clothes in steps. Because Mom doesn't like doing stuff sometimes, so I gotta catch her in a good mood. And today I caught her in a good mood, so we got half the outfit changed, and tomorrow we'll change the other half, and I call that a win. Mama. But it's so funny because I didn't ever have kids, and I didn't ever really want to have kids, and I didn't want all the the stuff that came with it. But I still hanging out with Mom, being a work from home, stay at home daughter and stuff like that. I get a lot of the lessons that I would have if I would have had kids. I think like when I was younger, I hated taking baths, but I loved it when it was over with. And now it's like, Mom, well, we both hate washing Mom's hair, but no, I don't hate it. It's all right, but she really doesn't like doing it, and I don't like it just because it makes her uncomfortable. She don't like it, but she always feels so much better when we're done. And every day she's reminding me to be grateful and in gratitude for things that most people take for granted, just simple things like just the basic ability to be able to walk. A lot of days my feet hurt. Mom was born with club feet, so it's a miracle she can walk. And a lot of days my feet hurt, and I just keep and I hear her voice in my head about how grateful I am and how blessed we are to be able to walk. Huh? Yeah? Yeah? I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh! Oh my God! I think that scared him. scared me. Nope, he's fine, Ma. Did not a tinkle out of you? Are you alright? You okay? You okay? I'm sorry about that. You missed. Can you not jump off that thing again? She's fine. It. I just think, oh, it didn't fall that far. Back in her. Anyway, it's supposed to be hot the next couple. Hot here is 90 degrees. It's been 100 degrees in other places. And freaking up in Evanston, Illinois, man, I saw that freaking weather cell going up. My friend lives up there. I was like, oh my gosh. I know that they were under warnings. And then on Twitter or something, I saw this cell. It started, and it just like, you know, there's more to weather than they tell us. I think induction with electricity on power grids in like main cities and stuff like that, I think that has a lot to do with expanding and growing these storms the way that they do, because it ain't natural. It ain't natural, man. And then I was just like, but that place has been it's like in 2 days they've gotten 4 different kinds of weather warnings. It's bizarre, the weather that's happening on the planet, Mom. And people are all freaking feeling chaotic and stuff inside, and it's still only June, you know? We haven't got like tornadoes, or not tornado season, but hurricane season, stuff like that. Oh, more life experiences about to happen to more and more people. Then people are really going to learn how to come into community. Yeah, they're already doing it in a lot of places. I know places like where Hurricane Michael was down in the Gulf Coast and stuff. My buddy knows people that live down there, and it's just like, you got to learn to circumvent and how to freaking get by without any freaking help from freaking the government or anybody, you know, just helping your local neighbor and your fellow man, because, man, on a large scale, man, this world is not for people on a large scale. I mean, if you want to thrive and survive and be joyful and happy and, you know, find your community. Unless you're really good at being alone. I thought I was really good at being alone. I thought, you know, I mean, for a number of years, my attitude was I'm not here to make friends. And boy, last 5 years have changed my tune on that a lot. Changed my tune. I'm all about fellowship and community and freaking more hands, less work, and all that jazz. It's hard, man. It's hard. And I'm my planetary alignments and my placements, I need people in my life. You know why I need people in my life? Because if I just have other people around me, I can listen to them, I can hear their story. I'm not thinking about me. I'm not worrying about things that I would be worrying about. I'm engaging, you know, being present in the and I'm good at being present in the moment. It's just harder to have to divert my thoughts and bring them back and don't worry about this and don't worry about that. When the world every day gives us plenty of stuff that we could worry about if we are so inclined, and I have those propensities to worry. Been a worrywart my whole life, you know. I used to think that Mount Shasta was going to erupt and we were going to get washed down, or Shasta Dam was going to break and we were going to get washed down the river, and regardless, I was just afraid of everything, and well, I always had something in me to do it anyway. Yeah, there's plenty of times I chickened and cowered out and I wouldn't follow through on stuff, but the older I got, the less I did that. You know, it's all about living life, getting through the stuff, getting past our own freaking dialogue that tells us that we need to be afraid all the time. That's other people's word that told, Marge, you need to be scared of this. Why do I need to be scared of this and that and the other thing? All this stuff, all this other really scary stuff has already happened to me, and for the most part, I'm okay. I mean, my endocrine system's fried. I feel like I'm in a perpetual heightened state at all times. You know, and it's not an exhilarating, exciting feeling. A lot of times I have to tell my brain that I'm fine, I'm fine. You know, it's not scary. Nothing scary's happening because my body feels like it is. Just part of how, you know, just goes with the territory. All this shit the freaking military gives you. They made us guinea pigs first, and then it's like, you know, because we had to do it and all this stuff, and then all these freaking people that are doing this stuff now, they were all. That's why the world is like warply being militarized, because you have all these freaking dipshits that were in the military. Now they got out and they went in the private sector or even public sector, and they're making it how they want it, because don't you know how they are, and well, the ways that they want it are fucking retarded. I did see Lackland was locked down today. I was there for a little while. Lackland Air Force Base, basic training. I was the second oldest chick in the flight, and I was the only chick that freaking made it over in the obstacle course. I made it over the little pond that you swing through, you know. I drug my boots, my toes, and I picked them up at the end, but I was the only one that made it across, you know. That's why I'm like, dude, people are in trouble. Oh, I hope there's not any. I mean, no, World War III is of the spiritual variety, and it's not even how it's going to be like it was anymore. It's just all, I want to take your stuff and make your life miserable. That's what military is, you know, and how they can do it, and all these, hell, our governments want to take our stuff and make our lives miserable, you know. And I can only imagine with the way I talk. I freaking, if I had an electric vehicle, I would have my stuff taken away all the time. I'd never be able to drive it because of posts that I posted and things that I've said, and you know. But this is what I've been telling people freaking like my whole time I've been doing videos, is it doesn't matter. It's all about who's in charge and how they feel that day. You know, that's all. You know, the clicks, likes, and subscribes is only contingent on who's in charge and how they feel that day. I'm never going to be a big channel. I don't want to be a big channel. I don't want that many people, dipshits, looking at me. Yeah, although I am built for it, and I'm ready for it. I'm all about the scrutiny that comes with it and stuff like that. But I'm not. Those people, we are not the same frequency. I'm not the same frequency as main stage or, you know, mainstream USA. I'm not. I've had too much life experience, and there's too many people that haven't, and you can't vibe without. But people can do whatever they want, I guess. Hum on. I've been so tired all day. I just have not been sleeping. I didn't sleep last night hardly. You know, I'm well past. It's like if I don't get a good night's sleep on night 3, then things start getting weird. And I think I'm on night 5. Tonight is the 5th night. Oh well. And tomorrow I gotta take Tucker and get his little nails trimmed. And then, but maybe I'll get up early before that, Ma, and run down and get that other AC, because it's supposed to be 90 degrees tomorrow. So if I get that extra AC, and I don't even know if they have them, because you look online and nothing's reliable. Nothing anywhere is reliable, man. You gotta, maybe I should call and see if they have some. What's that? Yeah, they're getting their yayas out, and I'm gonna put them to bed here in a little while. And then the yeah, this is what they've been doing every night. We lost something died outside. I can smell something. I think it's another cat. I think it's under the trailer. I'm not going to go looking for it because I don't really want to know. I really don't. That's why it's like, dude, it's brutal. The world is brutal. How did so many people get to set up lives for themselves that freaking nothing gnarly ever happens, you know? I think a lot of the people that have done that, you can't keep life from coming in. You can't do it. You can't. So it's catching up to a lot of people. Where things that it's like they've never really had anything bad happen to them. You know, it's catching up to them now. My heart goes out to them. Hey! What was that? Everything's fine. Yeah, I think it was the gray kitty trying to go